Hello all, welcome to the fourth session on circles, chapter 15, unit 4, analytical geometry. We were dealing with the problems in the last three sessions regarding the circles. We shall now be continuing ahead with the same. We have the first question for today's session. Find the equation of a circle passing through the point 1, 2 and 2, 1 and having center to be lying on the y-axis. Now, how does one solve this kind of question that we already have taken in the previous two sessions? This is a problem which is based on the general equation. So, we need to be assuming the equation of the circle in the standard form, general form, to arrive at the solution. Solution to the above question. First of all, let us consider let the required equation be assumed in the form. Let the required equation of the circle be x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2xy plus c is equal to 0. For our quick reference, we shall number this as equation 1. Now, what is given in the data? They have said that circle 1 is having its center to be lying on the y-axis. Circle 1 is having center to be lying on y-axis. That means center of equation 1 lies on y-axis. Recall that coordinates of the center of the circle comes as minus g comma minus f. Whenever we have a point which is lying on the y-axis, its x coordinate will have to become 0, isn't it? So here also we are having center of circle 1, that is minus g minus f lies on y-axis, which would directly infer the value of g is equal to 0. Out of the three parameters g, f and c, we have already the value of one parameter. Now what needs to be done? We will have to work out to get the remaining two parameters, for which we will have to consider the remaining two data. Now equation 1 passes through, that is circle 1 is passing through the point called 1, 2, which means when I substitute x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2 back in equation 1, equality doesn't alter. So this implies you can take x equal to 1 and y is equal to 2 in equation 1. With these two as the substitution, equation 1 becomes 1 squared which is 1, 2 squared which is 4 plus g is already 0 here. So 2 into 0 into 1 gives me 0 plus 2 into f into, for y we are substituting 2 plus c is equal to 0. Now what does this imply to me? 2 into f into 2 becomes 4f plus c, retain it as it is. 1 plus 4 here in the LHS is 5. You can transpose this 5 to the RHS so that you have minus 5 as the constant in the RHS. Now you can name this as equation number 2. Again, circle 1 is passing through another point whose coordinates is given to be 2, 1. Therefore, we can put the value for x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1, again in equation 1. So what do we get then? I can be substituting x as 2, x squared will become 4 then, y is equal to 1, 1 squared will become 1 again, plus 2 into g into 2, because g is 0, I will mark 0 here, 2 into f into y. Now you have y here as 1, isn't it? Plus c, which is equal to 0. Reduce this equation, 2f plus c, which will now be equal to, again here we have 4 plus 1, which is 5. The constant present in the LHS, transpose it to the other part of the equation. So you're getting the next equation here as 2f plus c, which is equal to minus 5. So we have here equation 2. and equation 3. These are two equations in two unknowns. Equations 2 and 3 are two equations in two unknowns, which will be referred to as a set of simultaneous linear equations. Now we need to solve these two simultaneous linear equations. So solving equations 2 and 3, we get the value for f equal to 0. I can subtract the two equations here, isn't it? When I subtract the two equations, plus c minus c will get eliminated. 4f minus 2f will be 2f. 2f equal to 0. That means you will find the value for f equal to 0. Now the same value of f, I could be substituting either in equation 2 or in equation 3. So substituting f equal to 0 either in equation 2 or in equation 3. It is of your convenience. When I replace the value here, we will be getting the value of c is equal to minus 1. Thus we have found the values of all the three parameters. G is obtained, f is obtained, c is also obtained. Now what is the final answer given by? I need to be substituting the value of g equal to 0, f equal to 0, c equal to minus 5 in the considered equation of the circle. Therefore, equation 1 becomes, now you are retaining the two variables x and y as it is. You will be replacing only the parameters. G is 0, f 0, c is equal to minus 5. So that the final answer gives me x squared plus y squared minus 5 is equal to 0. We have the next question following this. Second problem. Find the equation of a circle. Find the equation of a circle passing through. Here also we will be having circle passing through two different points. Passing through 1 comma minus 4 and 5 comma 2. And the third data here is different. And having center on the line. Center on the line x minus 2y plus 9 is equal to 0. First two data remains the same as in the earlier case. Now the third data here is that the center of the required circle is said to be lying on a particular line whose equation is there with us. How do we make use of the data here? Whenever circle passes through certain particular points, then we have already seen how to make use of the data, isn't it? So first of all, let us use the same concept here also. First step remains the same, that is the opening line. Let the equation of the circle be. Let the equation of the circle be in the general form, which is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Number it as equation number 1. We are having this first point coordinates is 1 comma minus 4. So circle 1 passes through the point 1 comma minus 4. How do we make use of the data? I can be substituting x equal to 1, y is equal to minus 4. Equation 1 is passing through the point 1 comma minus 4. Therefore, we can put x as 1, y is equal to minus 4. Where are we substituting these two values? Back in equation 1, isn't it? So what does this imply to me? You will get 1 squared, which is 1, minus 4 squared, which is 16. 2gx will come as 2g. 2fy should give me minus 8f plus c is equal to 0. Now this is reduced to the form 2g minus 8f plus c, which is equal to 16 plus 1, 17, transpose to the RHS, you have it as minus 17. Thus we have the reduced equation as 2g minus 8f plus c, which is equal to minus 17. We have another point here through which the circle is passing. So circle 1 is now passing through. Equation 1 of circle 1 passes through another point whose coordinates is 5, 2. We can therefore substitute x is equal to 5, y is equal to 2 back in equation 1. What are we getting then? You will be having the reduced equation in similar manner. The reduced equation should give you 10g plus 4f plus c, which is equal to minus 29. And this I would number it as equation number 3. Right? Now we have the third data which is remaining with us. We still have not used the third data. What is the data? It is said to be having, the circle is said to be having the center on a particular line. That means center of circle 1. Center of circle 1 is nothing but the formula minus g comma minus f. So this center lies on x minus 2y plus 9 is equal to 0. Whenever a point has to lie on a particular line whose equation is known, as in the case of circles, here also I could be replacing x equal to x coordinate of the point, y equal to y coordinate of the point, by which equality doesn't get altered. So I can replace, therefore substitute x equal to x coordinate of the center, y is equal to y coordinate of the center. That means x is minus g, y is minus f. In the above equation, that means in the equation of the line, what do we get then? When I replace these two values in the above equation, it gives me minus g minus 2 into minus f, which changes to plus 2f plus 9 is equal to 0, isn't it? Now the same equation may be reworded as minus g plus 2f is equal to minus 9. This becomes the fourth equation. We have used all the three data to get three different equations, 2, 3 and 4. And what is observed here in these three equations, that is equations 2, 3 and 4, we have three equations out of which equations 2 and 3 have got three unknowns in it, isn't it? Equations 2 and 3 have got three unknowns, whereas equation 4, we don't have the parameter called c. And it becomes easy for us to eliminate the same parameter from equations 2 and 3. So we shall try to eliminate c from 2 and 3. Towards that, we will be subtracting equations 2 and 3 now. When I subtract equations 2 and 3, you have 2g minus 8f plus c is equal to minus 17, 10g plus 4f plus c is equal to minus 29. You are subtracting. So sign in the second equation for every term has to change there. Alright. And now we can see c is getting eliminated. 2g minus 8g gives me, 2g minus 10g gives me minus 8g. This is minus 12f, which is equal to minus 17 plus 29. Minus 17 plus 29, which has to give me plus 12. Plus 12 has to be the answer. And here I can be calling 4 as a common factor. So this equation further will reduce to minus 2g minus 3f, which is equal to 3. Isn't it? When I take out 3 as a common factor, it gives me minus 2g minus 3f is equal to plus 3, which I will eventually number as equation number 5. So how did we get this equation number 5? When we subtracted equations 2 and 3. C got eliminated, thus we have this equation 5. Now you can observe equations 4 and 5. Equations 4 and 5 have got only two unknowns, that means G and F. We have got two equations and two unknowns, so it becomes easy to solve for us. Solving equations 4 and 5. Solve equations 4 and 5 as you would solve two simultaneous linear equations, which has to give us the value for g equal to minus 3, f equal to plus 3. Solving with a suitable method, you will find g is equal to plus 3, you will be getting f is equal to minus 3. F is equal to minus 3. And these two values of g and f, you can be substituting either in the second equation or in the first equation. G equal to 3, f equal to minus 3, substituted maybe equation 2, which will subsequently give us the value for c. C, which is obtained, is equal to minus 47. So you have g as plus 3, f as minus 3, c is equal to minus 47. All the three parameters are done. Thereby, equation 1 becomes x squared plus y squared. Retain the two variables x and y as it is. Substitute only the values of g, f and c. Plus 6g minus 6x minus 6y constant minus 47, which is equal to 0. So this will be the equation of the required circle. Coming to the next question. Find the equation of a circle passing through the points 1, 1, 5, minus 5 and 6, minus 4. As I clearly said, the opening line has to be to assume the equation of the required circle in the general form. So, let us consider x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 as equation 1 here. Now, to find the values of g, f and c, that is three parameters, they have given three different data to us in the question. The circle 1 here, that is the general equation of the circle, it is passing through the first point 1, 1. Equation 1 passes through 1, 1. That means we can be substituting x equal to 1, y is equal to 1 back in equation 1. What do we get then? We will be having 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 2g into 1 plus 2f into 1 plus c, which is equal to 0. And the same equation will then get reduced to 2g plus 2f plus c, which is equal to minus 2. We shall use it as equation number 2. Similarly, now I will be using the second data given to us. Circle 1 is passing through the second point whose coordinates are 5, minus 5. So what do? We can substitute x equal to x coordinate of the point 5, which is y coordinate of the point minus 5, back in equation 1. What do we get then? The reduced equation hence will be 10g minus 10f plus c, which is equal to, you will have the two constants in the LHS as 5 squared plus 5 squared transposed to the RHS is minus 50. This is considered to be the third equation. 10g plus 10f minus plus c, which is equal to minus 50, which is the third equation. Likewise, we shall now be considering the last data, which is that the circle is passing through the point 6 comma minus 4. So equation 1 now passes through the point 6 comma minus 4. We therefore can substitute x equal to 6, y is equal to minus 4 to get. We will again reduce the equation to the above form. That means we have all the three parameters in the LHS of the equation and the constant which is shifted to the RHS. So that we bring here 12g minus 8f plus c, which is equal to minus 52. And we consider this as equation number 4. So again we have here three different equations, that is equations 2, 3 and 4 in three different unknowns, that is G, F and C. We have to solve all the three equations here simultaneously. It becomes easy for us to eliminate the parameter C here, isn't it? Equations 2, 3 and 4, all the three equations they have plus C. So it becomes easy for us to eliminate C initially. We can be taking a pair of equations at a time to eliminate C there. So when I subtract equations 2 and 3, 2 minus 3, equation 2 minus 3 has to give me minus 8g. You get 2g minus 10g, which is minus 8g, plus 2f plus 10f has to give me plus 12f, plus c minus c will get cancelled out, minus 2 plus 50 has to give me plus 48. And we find here a suitable common factor to all the three terms. We can divide the equation throughout by 4. 4 appears to be a common factor. So this reduces to now minus 2g plus 3f, which is equal to 12. I shall use this as equation number 5. We have eliminated c here. Now we will be subtracting equations 3 and 4. 3 minus 4. What do we get on subtracting equations 3 and 4? 10g minus 12g gives me minus 2g. Minus 10 plus 8f will be minus 2f. Plus c minus c will get cancelled out. Minus 50 plus 52 will be plus 2. Though I have 2 as a common factor, I prefer it as it is in this equation. Why is it? Because we observe equation 5 also has got the same coefficient for g, isn't it? So we will retain this minus 2g as it is. Now we will have to solve equations 5 and 6 here. Look at here, equations 5 and 6, they have only 2 unknowns. Earlier we had 3 equations and 3 unknowns. After the elimination of the third parameter c, we reduced to only 2 equations having only 2 unknowns, and which is easily solvable for g and f. So now we are solving equations 5 and 6 to find the values of g and f. Solving 5 and 6 implies, if I have to eliminate g here, I have to subtract the 2 equations. Minus 2g plus 2g will cancel out. 3f plus 2f will be 5f, which is equal to 12 minus 2, that will be 10. Therefore, you are getting the value of the first parameter, f is equal to 10 by 5, which is equal to 2. Now this value of f, if you substitute either in the 5th equation or in the 6th equation, it will give me the value for G as equal to -3. When you solve equations 5 and 6 as simultaneous equations, you will find G equal to -3, F is equal to +2. Now these two values of G and F substitute in an equation which contains all the three parameters. You will have to substitute either in the second or the third or in the fourth equation. Equation 2 looks simpler to us. So we can substitute for G equal to -3, F equal to 2 in equation 2, which has to give me the value of C as equal to 0. You will then find the value for C equal to 0. All the three parameters are done with this. Now what is remaining? We will have to give the final answer, that is the equation of the required circle. So substitute G, F and C back in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes x squared plus y squared. We are substituting for G. So 6x, 2 into -3 into x, which gives me -6x. You are taking the value for f is equal to 2. 2 into 2 will give me 4f, 4y with c equal to 0. So you have the final answer as x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y, which is equal to 0. We now come to the next topic here, the subtopic I must say, concyclic points. What is the meaning of concyclic points? Now suppose I have a circle here. Let us consider a circle here which is having few points, say A, B, C, D and E lying on it. That is, the 5 points A, B, C, D and E lie on the circumference of the same circle. We would then consider these 5 points as concyclic points. Now here, based on this concyclic points, we have a question wherein they will give 4 different points. Maybe the coordinates at the point A, coordinates of the point B, coordinates of the point C, and then the coordinates of the point D will be given to us. When you are given the coordinates of all these 4 points, we can easily verify whether the 4 points lie on the same circle or not. If they lie on the same circle, you will consider them to be concyclic points, otherwise they are not concyclic. Now what is the method of approach to verify whether the given 4 points lie on the same circle, that is concyclic points or not? Procedure is very simple. You can choose any 3 points out of the 4 given. You may take the points A, B, C. You may choose the other 3 points, that is B, C, D, or in any permutation you could be considering 3 points. Let me choose here the first 3 points, that is A, B, C. And now I will be first finding the equation of the circle passing through these 3 points. It is very similar to the previous concept which we have already done, isn't it? We already know how to find the equation of a circle passing through 3 different points. I will be using the same method of approach here also. So first I will have to find out the equation of the circle passing through the 3 points A, B, C. Let us assume you are getting the equation for particular values of the coordinates of A, B, C as x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. I have randomly chosen one equation of the circle. Now, if the 4th point has to lie on the same circle, in other words, if the 4 given points have to be concyclic, then the coordinates of the remaining point, which is the remaining point here, the 4th point, that is D, isn't it? Coordinates of the point D must be satisfying the reduced equation of the circle. How does one verify for that? If you are given the coordinates of the point D as x1, y1, then you will be substituting x equal to x1 y is equal to y1 in the equation of the circle obtained. By doing so, if you get LHS equal to RHS, then we conclude that all the 4 points are concyclic. If you are having LHS not equal to RHS, then we say that the 4 given points are not concyclic. Now to understand this clearly, let us consider a problem. Question will be straight here. There will be no twist in the question. Question comes something like this. Show that the points 2 comma minus 4, 3 comma minus 1, 3 comma minus 3 and 0 comma 0 are concyclic. I have to verify if the 4 given points here are concyclic or not. As said earlier in the method, we will choose 3 points randomly and first find the equation of the circle passing through those 3 points. Now the choice of 3 points is according to our convenience, and to me these 3 points I find it to be convenient and easy, because we are having the same x coordinates in the second and the third points, and the last point coordinates come as origin. It becomes very easy for me to find the equation of a circle which is passing through origin, because one parameter will already be there with us, isn't it, using the properties. So what we have to do to get the solution here, we first find the equation of the circle passing through the points. I will choose one point as the origin, which is 0 comma 0. Remaining 2 points, 3 comma minus 1 and 3 comma minus 3. Now this method we already have learned. I will use the same method. So what do we have to do? Let us consider the required circle in the general form: x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 as equation 1. Whenever a circle is passing through the origin, circle 1 passes through the origin, then we have the value of c equal to 0. I don't have to find any equation. I can directly give the value of this parameter c as equal to 0. Now I will use the second point here. Circle 1 passes through the next point, which is 3 comma minus 1. Therefore, I can substitute x equal to 3, y is equal to minus 1 back in equation 1. Okay. I will now substitute x equal to 3, y equal to minus 1, also c equal to 0 in equation 1. And this will imply to me 3 into 2, 6g, 2 into f into minus 1 has to give me minus 2f. C is already taken to be 0. So you will have only 2 terms in the LHS, and we have in the RHS 3 squared plus 1 squared. That will be 10 shifted to the RHS, so you have minus 10. I shall number this as equation number 2. Now I will be finding the equation when the circle is passing through the other point, that is 3 comma minus 3. We can substitute x equal to 3, y is equal to minus 3 to get 6g minus 6f is equal to minus 18. Okay. So these are the 2 different equations which I have in terms of g and f. Equations 2 and 3. You now have to solve equations 2 and 3 to find the values of g and f. Equations 2 and 3 are nothing but simultaneous equations, isn't it? So solving 2 and 3. Solving 2 and 3 as simultaneous equations, we get the value of we get the value of G is equal to -1, F is equal to +2. G equal to -1, F is equal to +2, C equal to 0. All the three will have to be back substituted in equation 1. So what do we have in equation 1 as? Equation 1 then becomes x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 4y. Remember here we have C as 0, so you will have only 4 terms here in the non-zero part of the equation of the circle. This is the equation of the circle which is passing through the 3 points, that is origin 3 comma -1 and 3 comma -3. But here we are verifying whether the given points are concyclic or not. Now the remaining point here, which is the remaining point 2 comma -4, isn't it? The coordinates of that point 2 comma -4, if it satisfies the equation of the circle, we say that the points are concyclic. So how do we verify for that? We now substitute x equal to 2, y is equal to -4 in the above equation. Let us see if we have LHS equal to RHS with us. We get 2 squared, which will be 4, plus y squared, it comes is equal to +16, minus 2x will give me -4, plus 4y will give me -16, which is equal to 0. Plus 4 minus 4 plus 16 minus 16 is nothing but 0. You are getting 0 equal to 0, isn't it? That means you have LHS equal to RHS. So what does this imply? This implies that the 4 given points are concyclic. A very easy approach to the question.